we get caught up in the past, like we hang on to the past so much that we forget about the present moment, or sometimes like we're worried about, you know, what's going to happen in the future, and it really just takes away from the moment. First thing when I wake up, it's such a blessing to be able to just hop on the board. You start to forget about the rest of the problems in life because you actually have to focus on riding, otherwise you're just gonna like eat shit. You know, it's kind of like a little bit of a zen for me, you know, and that's different than, you know, there's skating two places and then there's like skateboarding and doing tricks and whatnot. So I mean, I get joy just from like skating around, like skating from point A to point B. I have a ton of fun doing that. But then there's also skating at the park, like Venice. It's really awesome, man. I mean, just like cruising, you know, when I step on the board and I cruise, it's just like an extension of me. Your power is in the present moment. And I realize that, and you know, I'm human, so sometimes I forget, but just gotta try to focus on that, you know. We are in Venice, California right now, parked somewhere on a side of the road. I mean, like 3 blocks from the beach. Name's Andrew Kovalsky, Andrew James Kovalsky, 28 years old, and we're out here in Venice, California. This is my room on wheels. Get to call wherever I can park at home. So I started doing a bunch of research and looking for vans. I had no intention of getting an RV, but I came across this. I'm like, you know, this is pretty sweet, and the extra space for my gear and stuff and just like living in general sounded really, really awesome. So I checked this out. $7,770 later and a bag of weed, I ended up buying this. It was pretty funny, man. The guy was just like, man, if you got a bag, man, to throw on top of it. I'm just like, yeah, I got you, dude. So I was working a job, a corporate sales job for 5.5 years, selling cars. Was at a good Honda dealership. I did well, you know, made a lot of money, but ultimately I felt like I was just like confined to this glass bubble called the showroom. So I made it a goal to, you know, save up and travel. You know, it's a whole other story, but basically the girl that I was seeing, you know, she said she was down, but when the time came, she wasn't. So I was like forced with this like grand ultimatum of like, you know, do I follow my dreams or do I chase the girl of my dreams? Pack our bags and head to the Rockies, babe. 'Cause you and I, like, I had this dream of like just seeing the world and like traveling. Before I had this car, I had a 4Runner, built a bed in the back of my 4Runner, and I just went out west. I started in Colorado because I had some friends there, and kind of how the whole trip went is I just like listened to my friends. They're just like, yo, you gotta hit up this dude if you're trying to like do this. Like I was trying to check out a bunch of national parks and, you know, kind of step up my photography and videography as well. So they would just give me these little clues and I'd just follow the clues because I didn't have an itinerary. It was just like when I felt like going, I would go. And what it turned into was I just lived by when the sun rose and when the sun set, and I'd wake up in the middle of the night at like 3, 4 in the morning and just be like kind of not tired. So I just start driving. And you know, I'd end up in like this awesome place and I'd be catching these super cool sunrises and be in a rush to like find the coolest place to like watch it rise and like photograph it and stuff. And I ended up like just forgetting what day it was and stuff, and you know what time even was, and it was just like truly living. People think that they're dreaming just when they're asleep. You're dreaming when you're awake. Like, think about this day that we're designing right now. You know, we decided to, you know, just go on a mission to, you know, make a film and create something. The film, the video, is going to be the proof and evidence that you designed your dream. You designed your reality. And the better you are at doing that, the better life you're going to have. But all along the way, there are these temptations, all this like stuff you get addicted to, distractions and whatnot, that make it a real hazy thought process and tough to design your dream. A lot of distractions. I think society is the main distraction for that, because they've set up a success grid, a success formula. Go to school, get your education, get a job, work for retirement, and then live your golden years when you're 60 or 65. That's not the way life is supposed to be lived. You're supposed to craft your dream every single day, because today is all you have. That was right before I left. That's my dad and my sister. So right before I sent her out here to California.